Us the burnt ends. Oh my gosh, I love this. Ever since the first day that I learned about burnt ends. This is the barbecue pitmaster's secret.
It really is.
This is what they serve to their family, to their friends at the sides of those competitions.
That's right.
And basically, if you ask me, it's the best part of the rib.
It's this right
it's
here.
It's so tender.
It is. We call it. Tom and I call it the perfect single bite of barbecue.
Oh my gosh, yes it is. Now, you're gonna get today 3 or 6 pounds of the burnt ends. They're 100% cooked. You're only heating and eating this up. It's very simple. It could be the topping to a pizza. It could be a taco. It could be anything that you want. If you're picking up the 3 pounds, that price that you're seeing on your screen, $69.98, that goes up at the end of the day today, or an easy pay of just $23 and change. If you double your order, you might have just seen on your screen that you're going to save about $40, $39.98 to be exact. Your easy pay is only $33 and change. So we're not doubling the price on the 6-count option. We're actually saving you about $40 on that 6-pound option. Now your item number is M96411. If you want, lock it in on auto delivery. Get it every 60 days for a full year. I can tell you this: burnt ends.
You already did.
Oh yeah, always.
So
want
let me
it.
talk
Always
about burnt
want this in
ends.
the
So
freezer.
just like he said, you know, this is what pitmasters. This is the special cut. So this is not an easy process to do. We serve this to our family and friends, like when we do barbecue competitions, because we kind of put this in the back and let. So we brought it to QVC maybe just a year or so ago, and everyone's been loving it. So what we do is we start with our premium pork shoulders. We slow smoke them with hickory wood and charcoal, just like we do our ribs and pulled pork. We smoke them just a little bit less so that they're not falling apart. And so what we do, you can see that beautiful smoke ring right there.
Yeah.
What we do is we take these off after they've been sauced, then we cube them. We cube them into these like maybe 1 inch or 3/4 of an inch cubes like this, season them again, sauce them, put them back on the smokers. And we do that so this sauce caramelizes down so it gets that burnt name on every edge. So it's like the edge of a brownie that everybody loves with a little bit crispy. So that's where all that flavor is. On the outside, you get it on every edge. That's what that is.
If you like pulled pork sandwiches, turn this into a sandwich because you get the bite. Right, you get this bite and you get this flavor, like you know, pulled pork can sometimes be like mushy.
That's right.
Right,
Yep.
not yours,
no.
but like sometimes you get mushy.
That's
pulled
right.
pork. This is like gives you the bite that you're looking for.
It has a little bit more texture. Yeah, that's
gosh,
why we cook it a little bit less.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a sandwich right here, and out of this, if you're doing the 3 pounds, you're gonna get about 9 to 12 meals out of it.
Look at that
you know,
sandwich.
and they're individually packaged into 1 pounds. Let me tell you what else you get. And the reason I put this in here is you get a bottle of dry rub. The reason I put this in here is because this is how I serve it to everybody that I make burnt ends for. And so this is our rib rub that we use at the restaurant and have for 40 years. I sprinkle this on top when I'm heating it back up. I just like a little bit more on there.
Punch.
I love the texture. That's right. And so if you're doing a sandwich, you know, coleslaw, whatever, think about with a 3 pound, 9 to 12 meals.
Yeah.
That goes a long way. This goes a long way. And then if you do the bigger one, you've got 18 to 24 meals, but they're individually packaged. I'm telling you, this is barbecue gold right here.
You're the only person I hit, by the way, on air. I gotta tell you.
And I didn't even know that. I'm like, yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
With the rub?
Oh, that's why I put it in this one.
Oh my gosh.
I don't do that. I don't think in any other thing that we have. But the burnt ends, I put that barbecue rub on it again. Now, we already do that, but I put it on there again when I'm heating it up. When I'm serving it, I just top it off again because I love that little extra barbecue flavor on top.
So good.
And that's why I had to include it in these, because I want you to heat it up and cook it just like I do for my friends.
We have fewer than 500 to go around in each one of our options.
Wow.
If you want the 3 pound, it's popular. If you want the 6 pound, it's equally as popular. You know what? I don't blame you. If you've got room in the freezer, go for the 6 pound, and here's why. You're gonna save $40 when you do that today. You get the rub no matter what, and if you wanna lock it in on auto delivery, this is the one to lock in
it is.
every 60 days for a full year. Because there have been times where we've been like kind of dry like the desert. We haven't had the burnt ends.
Especially with these.
Yes.
Because they take so long to do. They're so labor intensive. This is a hand done thing. This is not,
Hand
let's
chopped
just,
everything.
oh my gosh. These are cubed, and you'll see a little bit different size each one. The key is, what I love about it is you get that nice bark on the edge of every single bite. So it truly is that best single bite of barbecue out there. It's tender, it's juicy, it just melts in your mouth. Look at that beautiful smoke ring. See that pink color inside? That is true, authentic barbecue.
It's meat candy.
You cannot get that smoke ring if you're just cooking a meat and putting barbecue sauce on top of it. That's not what barbecue is.
Yeah.
Barbecue is the slow smoked process that we do, which gives it that unique hickory wood flavor in all the way into the meat.
And by the way, tons of barbecue sauce.
Oh,
right?
and the sauce on these,
Yeah.
What I love
The
about it
sauce
is
so
because
good.
it renders down the meat. The fat left in the meat renders down into that sauce. It almost creates like a glaze.
Yeah.
On these
It's
burnt
like
ends, it's the
caramelized.
only one that I would say does this. But look at this. It's this incredible glaze,
so good.
almost like a barbecue gravy on top. And I'm telling you, tender, juicy, melt in your mouth.
Every single time.
Barbecue candy. It's the single best bite of barbecue you can put in your mouth.
Yeah, for real. And
really is.
today you can save when you pick it up at our store. If you pick up the 3-pound option, that serves 9 to 12 people. It breaks down to about $7 per serving.
And that is, let me tell you this too, that is not a reach. That is not, you can get all this, because I am very conservative, because I want to make sure you have plenty of food. A pound of this meat right here, 4 servings, 3 nice big sandwiches, so 9 to 12 easy out of here.
And if you do the 6-pound option, which is exactly what you're seeing on your screen, remember, everybody gets the rub too. That's worth it as well. You're going to serve between 18 to 24 people. It breaks down to $5 per serving.
Yeah,
it's so great.
$5.
You're going to save $40 when you get that 6-count option home. So try it out today. Get it home for yourself. M96411 is your item number. Now, we are busy with this, so please don't wait. And if you can lock this in on auto delivery, I would do that, especially with the burnt ends, because the truth is that it's really hard for us to get these presented on air.
And it's mainly because it takes so long.
Yeah.
If you think about it, our pulled pork, we slow smoke our shoulders, which takes 20, 24 hours. We take it off, we hand pull it, it's ready. This gets taken off early, cubed, sauce, seasoned again, put back on the smokers, taken back off the smokers after it's caramelized, and then we individually package them into 1-pound packages.
A burnt end pizza?
Yes.
Wait, what about this? The
And I talked to
tacos?
somebody at Foodie Fest, she's gonna love that, I remember this.
Okay.
She puts these in her chili. She makes homemade, like competition chili.
genius.
And as soon as she told me that, I was like, that's a great idea.
Yes,
so there's
with the
these
barbecue?
big chunks of meat
Oh my
in
gosh.
her chili. And I was like, oh, that sounds
Fewer
good.
than 800 remain between both choices, whether it's the 3-pound or the 6-pound option. Remember, if you're doing the 6-pound, you're saving about $40 today. Check out of your shopping cart and get those home. M96411 is your item number for that. Hey, let's give you the 411 on something that's coming up in the show. The drumsticks. These are big.